सो हेलो, करीब 2 दिन के बाद 2 या 3 दिन बाद मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ. सॉरी, मैं ज़रा आउट ऑफ बॉम्बे गया था, सो आई हैड नो ऑप्शन बट टू डिसकंटिन्यू. बट आई एम बैक टुडे एंड आई एम कंटिन्यूइंग द स्ट्रीम फ्रॉम वेयर आई लेफ्ट इट ऑफ. मेरे ख्याल से हम लोग तो उसको स्ट्रीम करके मतलब नहीं है. वो लोगों ने कॉपी फोकट में चैनल के ऊपर कॉपीराइट स्ट्राइक आती है. तो आप में से जिसको मालूम होगा यूट्यूब के बारे में, तुम लोग में से जिसको भी मालूम होगा उसको मालूम होगा कि चैनल को नुकसान करता है. तो इसलिए मैं ऑक्टोपाथ ट्रैवलर का अब डिसकंटिन्यू करने वाला हूँ. लेट्स प्ले. सो एनीवेज, अभी क्या करना है, सेबेस्टियन से जाके बात करने का है. एक बार हम लोग लेट्स गेट अप टू स्पीड on what we were doing. Find the secret in the restricted section. Okay, I'm gonna need to convince Sebastian Sallow to tell me how. Sebastian Sallow से जाके बात करेंगे तो.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Right on. Bitch. यार, रे ट्रेसिंग ऑन रखो तो. परफॉर्मेंस ड्रॉप्स है ना. मतलब कभी कभी 1-2 सेकंड के लिए ऐसे ड्रॉप हो जाएगा, फ्रेम रेट पूरा 20 के नीचे चला जाएगा. कभी कभी सस्टेन भी रहता कोई कोई सीन में.
I'm sorry.
Foolish of me to turn it on. पिछले स्ट्रीम के एंड में मैंने ऑन किया था, अगर तुम लोग को याद है तो. DLSS के बावजूद. अबे नहीं, अरे ज़्यादा करके गेम में वो रहता है, एक्सक्लूसिव फुल स्क्रीन का ऑप्शन रहता है, वो है ही नहीं इसमें. Sync off. Field of view. लो का भी ऑप्शन है, एक बार वो करके देख. Still pathetic. अब ऑन मैं करूँगा ही नहीं. अब ऑन और ये वैसे भी ये गेम के रे ट्रेसिंग इफेक्ट्स कुछ इतने इम्प्रेसिव है भी नहीं. सी एज यू कैन सी तुरंत फ्रेम रेट इम्प्रूव हो जाए, जबकि वो प्रॉपरली इफेक्ट भी नहीं लेता जब तक गेम को रिस्टार्ट नहीं करो. फिर भी जितना ऑफ हुआ उतने में ही कितना परफॉर्मेंस इम्प्रूव हो गया गेम का.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
क्या करूँ इसको, आप बता ही दूँ. चलो बता ही देते हैं, ये अपना खास दोस्त बन रहा है, बन गया है.
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
पकड़े गए तो क्या?
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
और librarian का क्या?
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
ठीक है चल रात को मिलते हैं.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
अपने आप टाइम फॉरवर्ड हो गया.
See there? That's the door we need to reach.
And how do we do that?
And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
सेट करना पड़ता है ना पहले इसको फायर को इंसेंडियो को अभी फिलहाल हटा देते हैं इसकी जगह ये लगा मूवीज में तो हैरी पॉटर के पास कन्वीनियंटली वो था क्लोक था इनविजिबिलिटी का हमको स्पेल से काम चलाना पड़ेगा मुझे क्या बताया यार मैं भूल ही गया वो मैंने ध्यान ही नहीं दिया वो ट्यूटोरियल पे क्राउच करने का बताया शायद ट्यूटोरियल मैसेजेस किधर से देखूं गॉड डैम इट इससे सेटिंग में देख लेता हूँ कंट्रोल्स क्राउच का बटन है क्या कोई परफॉर्म जन डॉज रोल वाइट टैप प्रोटेगो होल्ड ब्लॉक एल स्टूपेफाई नहीं कुछ ऐसा था नहीं just cast disillusionment and go
Quietly now.
Nearby adversaries will sense and then investigate suspicious behavior. Being caught by authority figures will result in quest failure. Oaks. Painting को देख इसका कोई टाइम लिमिट नहीं है ना? शायद नहीं है। आओ इसको इन्वेस्टिगेट करो। वो अचानक हिलने लगी मरमेड्स। कॉइन वॉइन फेंकने का सिस्टम होना चाहिए ना यार, जैसे बहुत सारे गेम में रहता है। डिस्ट्रैक्ट करने के लिए NPCs को। Get in. अरे ब्रावो।
Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase. Damn!
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Aloha Mora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Aloha Mora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
He's gonna cause a distraction. Then we're gonna sneak in and get the key.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
चाबी भागो।
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
किधर है वो? ये दरवाजे। Go down the staircase, I guess.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Use basic cast while undetected to lure authority figures and enemy to a desired location. वही मैं सोच रहा था. Aim mode grants precision spell targeting and reveals additional spell targets. Cool.
Ghost, don't let her see you. Silent as a grave.
जाओ इन्वेस्टिगेट करो उसको. लोग शोर मचाएंगे.
Should be in the clear. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
Okay.
Revelio! So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
अरे भैया मुझे सच में कुछ नहीं मालूम.
Revelio.
Restricted section.
Who have we here?
अरे
Sebastian Cello and his new little friend.
Sorry.
Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell.
चलो जल्दी
I'm going to tell.
That was
Oh, blasted
unfortunate.
Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Repair. Oh.
Revelio.
रिपेयर का कौन सा है ये? हाँ ये
Reparo.
what now?
Revelio.
और नीचे ना नीचे यार. काफी सुनसान जगह है.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it.
Another mirror like portal. Someone's own staircase.
Revelio. Lumos.
यार ये
Where might this lead?
ऐसे चेस्ट हर जगह है. Shirt and tie uniform. I'll put it on right now. Better defense and a better look. Yes, please. Technologies are militant. Ten offense.
Lumos.
The Athenaeum. Discover the secret of the antechamber.
Revelio.
Try. टूटा हुआ ब्रिज होगा तो
Reparo.
no. That thing is glowing.
Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there.
Yeah, let's try hitting it. Easy, easy.
Lumos. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Protego. Protego. Stupid. Levioso. Accio.
By successfully attacking or taking damage. Alright. And this blue meter fills up. When at least one segment of your ancient magic meter is full, you can cast devastating ancient magic attacks that deal massive damage and break shield charms. Tap left button, press right shoulder button when you see the prompt or an enemy's head. Okay. Nice.
Lumos.
More enemies.
Accio. Protego. Accio.
Oh. Yes. Barely made it.
Lumos. This must be the way forward, but to where? Lumos. Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
मालूम था पीछे का रास्ता वो वापस नीचे चल जाएगा. Stylish top hat. Another stylish top hat. Already wearing it. And I'm wearing tattered top hat. Looks slightly better, I guess. Traps.
Accio! Protego!
fills up the blue meter. No health probably. जो green bar है नीचे bottom right.
Lumos. It is a book after
Finally
all.
arrived. और एक वो लग रहा है पेंसिल, वो मेमोरी रीड करने वाला यंत्र टूल. Some sleepy village. अकाल में इतनी मदद कर दी. गाँव वालों को बारिश थी. Interfering with the natural order of things.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor McCaw?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
अच्छा ये भी
As
हमारी
it
तरह
happens,
late
I was
start
also
की थी,
admitted to
ये लड़की.
Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient
मतलब
magic.
पहले magic है जो
So if I can see traces of ancient
हर कोई
magic, does
wield
that
नहीं
mean
कर
I can
सकता
wield it
फिर
too?
उसके बाद ancient magic
With the proper training.
जो
But
उनमें से भी खुद
let
ही
us not
magician-
get ahead of
magicians
ourselves, Miss
wield कर
Morgana.
सकते हैं।
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
He had a chance to rat
There was
on
nobody
us.
else.
Oh,
I came alone.
इसने चुगली नहीं लगाई. He didn't rat on us.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Admirable.
Revelio.
अच्छा इस वक्त सोने का टाइम है तो जो भी इधर क्वेस्ट गिवर है वो कॉमन अपने रूम में सो रहा होगा रिटर्न टू प्रोफेसर फिक्स क्लासरूम लेट्स गो रास्ते की सब फ्लू फ्लेम्स तो मैंने डिस्कवर किया तो no need to walk to there. Let's just fast travel. Storms and tribulations.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Nice. Challenge complete. Complete 4 main quests. Claim rewards. Gear appearance. Legendary cape. इन्वेंटरी में आता है कहाँ है वो अभी लेजेंडरी रोब ये वो बोला मेरे को रिवॉर्ड spectacles. इसका समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. I go into challenges. I click on claim rewards. Then what more I need to do? Legendary cape. Where is this?
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
I've got mail.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Revelio.
I've asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Natty just sent you an owl post requesting to meet her in Lower Hawksfield, a hamlet. Most of the map is covered by fog, limiting what you can see. Hamlets are small communities throughout the world. This is the hamlet, Lower Hawksfield. Oh, it's the closest hamlet to Hogwarts, not Hogsmeade. सबके नाम में हॉग है, सुअर, हॉग्स वॉट, सुअर का वॉट, हॉग्स मीट, सुअर की मीड, सुअरों की फील्ड, हॉग्स फील्ड। कैसे नाम रखते हैं यार ये इंग्लिश लोग? In reference to the school that taught them all, the inhabitants decided on the name Hawksfield. However, around the same time, the villagers of Upper Hawksfield also opted for the name Hawksfield after Hogsmeade. Thus, an unhappy compromise was decided upon, and each village added a qualifier to their name, Upper and Lower. Hamlets provide new opportunities for vendors, flue flames, side quests, and collectibles. Okay. As you explore, you will remove the fog and reveal more of the map, unveiling new opportunities like hamlets, dungeons, bandit camps, and many other locations. Okay. ये सड़ा हुआ क्वेस्ट लग रहा है, ये पूरा कर लूँ मैं। एली वाला क्वेस्ट, I did find her what she was looking for. I just need to speak to her to finish the quest.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
मैं भी सोच रहा हूँ वही क्वेस्ट करूँ। Around the castle, she said that other students hit them out of her reach. They must have used magic to do it. In high places, right?
Revelio.
तो मतलब मैं कहीं ऊपर जाऊँ, like for example, yeah, कुछ on this bridge. Anyway, so whenever I visit an upper section, तब मेरे को ध्यान देना चाहिए. अभी तो फिलहाल I'm in a lower section.
Do you happen to have any Valerian fruit? I really wanted to have a go until we get there.
Were you
you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Slytherin house chest.
Insert the house token into your house chest.
This must be my house chest. I just need to insert the token. Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
Wish I brought the pet owl to school.
Solar.
Don't misunderstand. I adore
Solar house token. Okay, we'll keep at it. For now, these two are main quests. These are the side quests, and this is the assignment quest. Expelliarmus मूवी में एक स्पेल कितना यूज हुआ है? सामने वाले की वॉन्ड या उसके हाथ से कुछ निकालने के लिए. Professor Hackett wants me to practice avoiding attacks by dodge rolling. She also wants me to cast Incendio on a few enemies. My field guide will not guide me through this assignment, but my map could still prove useful. Let's go do these assignments. अच्छा, ये automatically पूरा whenever I get into a fight, I just have to do a dodge roll 10 times and cast Incendio 5 times. ये quest अपने आप होएगा. नाटी को क्या चाहिए? वहाँ से पैदल ही जाना पड़ेगा because we haven't discovered this location. Hogsmeade तो ईस्ट में था, ये वेस्ट में है, वेस्ट ऑफ Hogwarts. वेस्ट नहीं रहा था, साउथ. Hogwarts was in north.
Revelio.
ये हंसी वादियाँ ये खुला आसमां वो क्या है यार ये किसका घर है growing some big pumpkins.
Revelio.
छोटा सा कैबिन किसका है God knows बाद में मालूम पड़ेगा
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
What are these kids doing? Oh, flying kites.
Assistance.
What do you want assistance with? Grace Pinch Medley.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake doesn't sound too appealing.
I'm afraid I'm not keen on mucking about at the bottom of lakes.
Oh, please don't say no just yet. Perhaps if you understood my plight, you'd change your mind.
Perhaps. What precisely do you need to retrieve and why?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What is this? What is an astrolabe?
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
ऊपर से इसको एग्जैक्ट भी नहीं मालूम होगा लेक में किधर
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand.
Will you make it worth my while?
But I'd be forever grateful.
That's not enough.
Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Okay, just northeast of the dock. Meaning where? See a marker. The dock. बाद में करेंगे चलो. I'll bother with this later.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I can't really
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Okay.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
She wants to
I beg your pardon.
mess with
Dare
criminals.
you threaten me?
What's going on here?
क्या हुआ ये कौन चिल्ला रहा था? How dare you threaten me? ये वो
Wonder who lives here.
क्या करूँ इसको थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर करूँ मैं. I'll come back.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I want to do that other main quest. Herbology, क्योंकि potions बनाना अभी तक हमने सीखा नहीं है. That is important, I would think. How do I get to her?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You're gonna regret. What is this?
You insolent! Do not! I'm a pork pie in my belly! What are you doing?
Accio!
अच्छा 5 बार नहीं 10 बार डॉज करने को बोला 5 बार इंसेंडियो मारने को बोला
Incendio!
Unhand me! I will not be cast
Incendio!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Perhaps some nice conduction. We can help them up.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Just you take it.
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Stop this buffoonery!
Barely fell back at you.
Please stop!
You little brat!
Incendio!
Knew you were still hanging about. Ha! You're easier. Release me!
Please stop!
How embarrassing!
Accio!
No, don't!
Incendio!
You're going to regret that.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
What was
Are
that
you
all
all
about?
right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
How cool.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Okay.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Revelio.
How do I do it? Oh, this is the trial. मेरे को लगा हुआ है.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
They started to blow this vessel thingy.
Revelio.
Solve it.
Conjuring fire might work. These are pyres, after all.
Yes, indeed.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed, I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Merlin's beard. Okay, this is done. I just need to roll away from an enemy attack one time. तो ये भी हो जाएगा. Fast travel to the central hall, then go from there. So I think I'll stop this session after this quest. ये herbology का जो भी है. Let's finish this quest, however.
Do you suppose Black's children
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Possibly.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Okay, let's see.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something
Lumos.
illuminating that solves the mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Okay, that spot. इसका मैं screenshot ले लेता हूँ Steam में, so that I can use it for a reference, as a reference. वो statue तो देखी है मैंने कहीं पर. And that painting on the stairway, this thing. हैप्पी बुद्धा जैसा स्टैचू है.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel...
Greenhouses.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello! Class, please welcome the new... Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
मुझे लगा कुछ potion brewing सिखाएगी.
Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I wonder if hippogriffs... I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
मेरे कान almost खराब कर दिए उसने.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Select the available seeds to begin planting. Once the seeds have been planted, the plant will take time to grow before being ready to harvest. Okay. Dittany. Select. Growth time 10 minutes. 0 seconds. Plant size small plant. Okay, planted. तो ये healing potion में use होता है. The use of this medicinal herb are used in making a walled potion. Dittany seeds can be purchased at the Magic Neep and can be grown in pots of any size. Yield 5. You can add fertilizer to this plant to increase its yield. You can create fertilizer by conjuring a duck composter. Okay.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Come on, Mr. Pruitt. Easy, Mr. Pruitt.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Where do we go?
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. No offense. Sorry.
Okay. Not grass brick. Collect. Chomping cabbage किधर है भाई? नीचे. How do I get down there? ये तो हम लोग वापस उधर ही आ गए. it down there. Ah, these stairs.
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't worry. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Attack the target dummy with a chopping cabbage. How? How do I do that? Hold LB and tap right to open the tool wheel. Assign the Chinese.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could be handy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Return to Professor Garlic.
Revelio. Revelio.
Just trying to be thorough.
Revelio.
और इधर सीट वगैरह रहेंगे, कलेक्ट कर लो, काम आएंगे.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
3 minutes more. Dear Professor Garlic, how very thoughtful of you, and to remember that strawberries are my favorite. They're sweet as can be. It's no wonder Muggles love them so much. इसका कोई personal chitter chatter चिट्ठी है. Everything you cultivate seems to be of such high quality, from bitterwood to berries. I do hope that my darling niece can learn the skill whilst under your tutelage. Lenora so adores you, as do all of your students, I'm sure. Warmest regards, always, Eleanor Evelyn. Whatever.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
You're rather cute.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots.
Revelio.
The quest is over.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the great hall.
जब ये हो जाएगा अभी 1 मिनट में मैच्योर हो जाएगा उसके बाद I'm going to end the stream for today. यहीं पे खत्म करता हूँ आज की स्ट्रीम. फिर नेक्स्ट सेशन में आगे की क्वेस्ट पोशन क्लास. ओह, I wanted to do potion class, but anyways, potion class or some side quests I'll continue with in the next thing. 40 seconds remaining. सेव मेन्यू भी खोलूंगा तो टाइमर पॉज करेगा, बट सेव करना तो जरूरी है. Come on, finish up. क्यूरियस ये क्या चल क्या रहा है माजरा. ये वो क्यों हमारे पीछे पड़ा हुआ है वो गॉब्लिन और ये रुकवुड. कहानी तो थोड़ी स्टैंडर्ड वैसे हैरी पॉटर फॉर्मूला जैसी लग रही है. हैरी पॉटर मूवीज का जो स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मूला रहता है, मेन विलन हैरी के पीछे है एंड हैरी इज दिस ब्रिलियंट चोजन वन. उसी तरह की कहानी लग रही है इस गेम की. चलो, leaves are done. Nice. Oh, I can come back and collect them anytime. जब भी ये रहेंगे हार्वेस्ट हो, ये हो जाएंगे, ग्रो हो जाएंगे. तो how do I pot more plants? I'll need to empty this pot and I can't. मेरे पास है ही नहीं अभी कोई, खाली डिटनी है. चलो एनीवेज, यहाँ स्ट्रीम खत्म करता हूँ सेव करके. तो थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग मी फेलो हैरी पॉटर फैंस. अगली बार से कंटिन्यू करेंगे लेट्स प्ले.